Yo, what's going on everybody? My name's Cast. Welcome to my first episode reaction of Hunter x Hunter. Alright, so we're finally starting a new show here on the channel. This is the longest show I've ever attempted to make a reaction series for, so it's going to be quite a journey. I hope you're ready. Before we get started though, I want to talk to you guys a little bit. As per usual, when I start a new series, I like to level with you guys exactly what I know about a series going into it. That way we're all on the same page. So I've been watching anime for a really long time. I actually started watching anime before this adaptation came out for Hunter x Hunter, so it's been a while. And with all that time, it would be understandable to say that there's no chance that I would have heard nothing about Hunter x Hunter in all that time. Fortunately for me though, I don't know very much about it. I do know a couple character names. I know Gon, who I believe is the protagonist. He's like a kid with green hair, green clothes. There's Leorio, who is just a chap in the business suit. And then there's Killua, who is every e-boy profile picture on Twitter. Those are the characters I know going into it. I know their names, I know what they look like. I don't really know anything about them personality wise because I have never actually watched the series before, and the whole point of this channel for the most part is for me to kind of go back and catch up on series that I've never seen before, share my first time reaction, and this is definitely one of the most iconic series that I don't know that much about. As I mentioned, I also know that this is a readaptation of the original anime. I believe the original anime came out sometime during the 90s. I don't have the exact years. I think the original one is from the 90s, and I believe this one is 2012 is when it began. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I didn't actually look up anything going into this because I don't even want to risk spoilers, even if they are light spoilers. I want to go into this as blind as possible, so I haven't looked anything up. I believe this is 2012. That's about all I know. So if you're new to my channel, which I imagine a good amount of you will be, I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm not a hype reactor. I'm not the type to get up and start screaming and running around my room and stuff. That's not quite my energy or my style. What I like to do is I like to focus on the deeper stuff below the surface with anime. Typically, I like to talk about the characters, the plot, themes that they've got going on in the story, some of the philosophies that the story likes to tell. My whole purpose, I guess, in watching media or anime or whatever it is, I like to understand what the author is trying to say with his story, and that is typically what I like to focus on, but of course I kind of try and cover everything. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Just a bit of a disclaimer. If you don't want to watch somebody that's boring, I try not to be boring, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to be losing my mind like some people do. There's other channels for that, I'm sure. The two goals with my videos is to, one, share my genuine first time reaction and not overreact or anything. But the second and probably more important goal of mine is to hopefully, by the time that you're done watching whatever episode or whatever series I'm covering, hopefully I provided some way to appreciate a series in a new light, from a new perspective or something like that. I mean, obviously I can't promise that with blind reactions. Maybe I don't have anything new to say, but hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, that's what I like to aim for. The last thing I want to say is please leave a like on the video. It's really, really important, especially in the first episodes of a new series, to show that people want to see more of this. It really is important for the algorithm. It's important for my confidence. It's important for everything. So please leave a like on the video, even if you don't normally do that. And of course, if you'd like to subscribe, I'm covering other series on the channel. I've covered all of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm currently almost done with Haikyuu, and there's a bunch of other series coming. So please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and we'll get straight into it. But of course, I do have to mention that if you want to see my reactions to the next episodes right now, you can do so over on my Patreon. The Soul tier will be 1 week ahead, and the Ascended tier will be multiple weeks early, shown right over here. The reactions on Patreon are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every video. With all that being said, let's get started on a new journey. Hunter x Hunter, Episode 1. They definitely look exotic. You got the mask from JoJo. The word unknown holds magic. Interesting. That's quite the intro right there. Episode 1, Departure and Friends. I guess before going into this, I should mention that I actually don't have that much long-running shonen experience. Like, for example, of the big three, I've only seen a little bit of One Piece. I've never seen Naruto. I've never seen Bleach. I've never seen some of the newer stuff, like Black Clover is one of them. I know that one's pretty long. I have seen My Hero Academia. I'm caught up with that, but I guess I figured that's worth mentioning considering this is one of the longest series that I've ever attempted to watch. I'm excited. This is so exciting starting a new show. It's a very unique feeling. And there is our protagonist.
もうかれこれ1週間飽きもせずずっと。
You could take the hunter exam if he caught the Lord of the Lake.
大の大人が5人がかりでも上がらんのに子供一人の力で上がるわけねえだろ。
Well, you see, he's a protagonist, so he has protagonist strength and skill. This old man was the same age. Maybe there's a bit of legacy going on here. Is he gonna do it? Is this it? He seems pretty sure. This is what I would do if I was in a fantasy world. I would just go fishing. Damn. That's a strong line. Is it gonna saw the tree in half? He's definitely got an interesting technique. I'll give him that. Wow. Oh, it's got legs. Ew. It's like spider legs. All right, so Gon is pretty skilled and strong, or I don't know what he is, but he caught something that would take 5 men to reel in. That is disgusting. What's with you, Mito-san? Is she like his mom, or she's obviously concerned? She doesn't want him to take the hunter exam, I would assume. But he is very eager. Yeah, there's a lot of questions already I have.
ジンが12の年に釣り上げて以来誰も釣り上げられなかった沼の主を息子のゴンが同じ年で釣り上げるなんてね。
Gotcha. Interesting world building there, giving us family, age, story.
本気なのゴン。うん。あんたのお父さんはまだ幼かったあんたを捨ててハンターの道を選んだ。知ってる？
Damn, that's sad.
ハンターじゃなくハンターを選んだのよ。すごいよね。
Isn't that amazing?
続けたいって思う仕事なんでしょ？ハンターって。ハンターは危ない仕事なの。
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, I guess. Very optimistic.
わかってんの？わかんない。でも知りたいんだ。親父が夢中になったハンターって仕事を俺もやってみたいんだ。
Oof. Well, that's kind of heavy already, isn't it? I mean, Gon is obviously a pretty positive and optimistic kid from the looks of it, but I don't know. I can't help but sense that there's maybe a little bit of darkness in that. Having your father abandon you at a young age is obviously a pretty serious and frankly traumatic thing to happen, so I worry that maybe Gon is already showing signs that he's avoiding confronting those feelings and just kind of using that as a drive or a motivator to become a hunter, which seems to be the case, which is, don't get me wrong, a pretty powerful sense of motivation at the very least, but at the same time, those feelings can eventually catch up with you. Maybe if he actually runs into his father, he will be put in a position where he has to confront everything that he's put off for so long, and that might not be something that he can handle, especially considering he's a young kid and doesn't have too much life experience by the looks of it, living on a small island where he is obviously very, very powerful. She's just looking out for him. So maybe Gon was sort of taken in by Mito-san, I think her name is. Might not actually be his biological mother. It's so lighthearted that I can't help but be a little bit on edge. He is so extremely, like, bubbly. I could see why she's worried for him. His innocence might be a little bit of a risk factor to him. At some point, someone will take advantage of him. Wow, look at that scene. Very pretty. This has such like a classic anime feel to it. I like it. Nice community. People are pretty cool. Wishing him luck. Okay, so one obvious thing so far is that I have no idea what a hunter is. What are they hunting? What do they do? Get the generic ragtag criminals. That's Leorio, right? I recognize him. I didn't actually look at what he was reading. Was he reading like a dirty magazine? He had that look on his face.
そんなんじゃ立派な船乗りにはなれねえぜ
Damn. It's a little bit unnecessary.
サボってんじゃねえぞ
Now this looks like my type of guy.
聞こえなかったのかさっさと運びあ、はい船長
待って
A little bit unnecessary.
嵐が来るよ
どうしてわかるボス
だって海鶴がそう言ってる
The seagulls are saying that.
それに ものすごくでっかい嵐が
You can smell it.
本当だ
Wow.
匂いでわかるんだ
He's got insanely sharp senses. A very like intertwined nature feeling with him.
あの目はひょっとして
Could he be what? Damn you, fragmented sentences. Is this ship gonna like survive this? Those waves are taller than it.
俺からが面白いそこじゃねえか
Of course. Of course it is. It's such an anime line. I love it.
行くぜ俺かじ
I mean, I'm no sailor. But I might be presumptuous and say this doesn't look like something that... you know what? Never mind. Forget it. He's fine. He knows what he's doing. This guy's just still pounding it, huh?
ただおい火事を変われ全滅だこりゃ情けね
Can't really blame them, to be fair.
えんだから
これ薬草
Yugon's just fine.
噛めば少しは楽になるよ
And he's helping people, too.
すぐに持ってくるから待ってて
The captain's gonna be impressed with him. This one's chilling, too. I don't know if a hammock would work on this ship, but alright.
スペリンゴだななるほどちった骨のありそうな奴らがいるようだなすいませんはい水
ありがとう
This guy's doing okay, too. I thought he was like a wimp. He's not seasick. Maybe earned a little bit of the captain's respect there. That's cool. Don't judge a book by its cover.
まず3人の名前を聞こうか
オレコン私はクラピカ
Kurapika, Leorio.
お前ら
I knew Leorio.
なりたいんだ
I didn't know Kurapika.
試験官でもねえのに偉そうに聞くんじゃねえ
俺は親父がハンターなんだ見られたハンターって仕事がどんなものなのかどうしても知りたくてクジラ島から出てきた
クジラとやはりこいつがジンの息
So he knows his dad, Ging.
とうとうこの日が来よったか
Wonder if his dad is like a famous hunter or something. Reputation.
手に答えてんじゃねえ俺は嫌なんだよ
私もレオリオに同感だな
You don't have to, man.
おいてめえも年下だろ俺を呼び捨てにしてんじゃねえ
もっともらしい嘘をついて嫌な質問を回避するのはたやすい
おい聞いてんのか
I'm seeing the dynamics forming already.
正直に告白するには私の志望動機はあまりにも私の心に深く関わりすぎてここで答えることはできない
Mysterious but not inconspicuous. Gotta love it.
この二人も脱落者として審査委員会に報告だ
Is he like the person grading them or something?
なんでわかんねえのかハンター試験はとっくに始まった
It's already begun. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. I like that. The whole thing is the exam.
もう審査できるほど試験官に人的余裕も時間もね
He's thinning out the herd early.
え俺たちみてえのが雇われて
Trim the fat.
以上
Yeah.
ふるいにかけてるのさ
Alright. Makes sense.
お前ら3人以外は脱落者として審査委員会に報告した
God forbid you have motion sickness, right?
この先のハンター試験なんて到底無理だからな。
I get it
つ
though.
まりお前らが本試験を受けられるかどうかは俺の気分次第ってことだ。
Kurapika, you've already said a little bit. You might as well just get it out, get it over with.
私はクルタ族の生き残りだ。4年前、私の同胞を皆殺しにした盗賊グループ。幻影旅団を捕まえるため、ハンターを死亡している。
Phantom Troop. Wow. Now that is an anime backstory.
無駄死にすることになるぜ。
Ooh, so you say.
全く怖くない。一番恐れるのは、この怒りがやがて風化してしまわないかということだ。
Ooh. I kind of just got chills. That line was hard as hell. I do not fear death. I only fear that my rage will quell over time. Damn. You can tell he means it too. I like that. And his eyes like turn red as well.
要は敵討ちだろ。だったらわざわざハンタ
Yeah,
ー
there's definitely a lot of darkness in that.
ハンターでなければ入れない場所というものが君の脳みそに入りきらないくらいあるんだよ。
レオリオさんはなんでハンターになりたいの？
俺か？俺の目的はズバリ
Love.
金さ。
Money. Of
金
course.
さえありゃ何でも手に入るからな。でかい家、いい車、うまい酒。
You know what?
品性は
I
金
get
で
it.
買えないんだよ。
I don't hate it. That's respectable.
3度目だぜ。表でな。
Oh,
その薄汚いクルト族の血ってやつを耐え
damn. Whoa.
取り消せレオリオ。
That's personal. You have to go that far.
おいお前ら。
All right, well,
話はまだ
maybe we'll see a little bit of what they're capable of. I'm sure they'll absolve this some way.
昔ミトさんが教えてくれたんだ。
その人を知りたかったら、その人が何に怒っているのか知る努力をしなさい。
Good
何が
advice.
起こってる理由はとても大切なんだよ。
I don't know if throwing hands is the best way to do it,
いいと思うんだ。
but they'll figure it out. Hopefully. Maybe I don't know Kurapika because Leorio murders him on the ship. Oh, we got a twister. Of course we do. This ocean sucks, man. It's got massive waves, water spouts, torrential rain, and wind. Look at this scene. Oh, of course.
さっきの言葉訂正しろ。訂正すれば
Leorio's suit is going to be ruined.
何度も言わせるなよ。てめえの方が先だ。俺から譲る気は全くねえ。
Oh, he's just got a knife. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't really consider if they would have powers or not. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they just got weapons. Katsuo is not having the best day. Gon. Oh, he's just going for it. He's not worried about his own safety very much. Look at that. Well done, you three. Already working together as a team. I don't know if Gon just was sure that he could swim back to the ship or just really trusted that they would catch him. It's nice to see that despite their differences, they could save the person that needed it more.
おめえは今頃海の木図だったんだぞ。
でも掴んでくれたじゃん。
Yeah, he did just trust they would catch him.
掴んでくれたじゃん。
それはそうだが。
Katsuo, just go inside the ship, man.
ありがとう、ゴン。命の恩人だ。
俺が助けたわけじゃないよ。この二人がいたから助かったんだ。
ありがとうございました。
いや、礼には及ばぬ。
まあ、あれだ。助かってよかったな。はい。それじゃあ俺、持ち場に戻ります。
Can't really stay mad now, can ya?
今までの比例を詫びよう。
なんだよ、いきなり。水くせえ。レオリオでいいよ、レオリオで。
And now they're best friends.
俺も悪かった。さっきの言葉全面撤回する。すまなかった。
いや、いいんだ。
It's mature. I like that.
お前ら気に入ったぜ。
So is the captain a hunter? Or not? Because he's extremely tough.
言ったろ俺様の気分次第だって。3人とも合格だ。
Nice. That was wholesome.
こうしてゴンの旅が始まった。父親の後を追いハンターになるために。
All right, and that'll be the end. Yep. All right, I'm not gonna watch this yet. I'm actually gonna watch all of the. I think we're gonna watch the first opening and all the endings in a separate video. I'm not gonna watch them yet. Don't worry about that for now. All right, guys. Well, that was my reaction to the first episode of Hunter x Hunter, and what a wholesome start it was. That first episode felt so iconic. It gave me that same feeling as like Ash leaving Pallet Town to go become the champion, but instead we have Gon leaving Whale Island to go become a hunter. I wasn't really sure what the tone of the series was going to be before I started it, but it's definitely so far pretty upbeat. Like I mentioned, there's a few like slightly dark elements going out underneath of it, especially with like Gon's father, which is a little bit more personal, and then Kurapika mentioning that their clan was slaughtered or something, or he was the last survivor of his entire clan. It's kind of dark, but maybe we're gonna go into that more. Maybe, I don't know if he's gonna be like a main character or not. I haven't really watched any of the intros or outros yet, so I haven't really taken a look at who's in them. All I really know is Gon is the main character, so it's gonna be interesting to see if that part is expanded upon. Could get pretty dark there, maybe, but for now, pretty lighthearted tone. I also want to give my compliments to the pacing of the show. I don't think that this first episode was too fast or too slow. I think it was actually just right. A lot of the more modern anime tend to advance at a very breakneck pace, which is really cool because it keeps you engaged, but there's something really nice about like slowly learning and developing the characters, getting a little bit more personal time with them, a little bit more downtime. It's nice. It just kind of secretly, you don't realize it in the moment, but you do become more attached to the characters the more idle time you spend with them, I think. So I'm just gonna chill out and enjoy the ride. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care.